Hey everybody, welcome back. So this will be a two-part unboxing. This is basically a few rifles that I got from a company called Donley Auctions out of Illinois, of all places, believe it or not. I have no idea what's in what. I know there's two boxes. I know there's this smaller box. I know there's or a larger box that likely has two rifles in it. They were shipped separately, but just to give you a little bit of insight, I've been on three lots on this auction. One of which was an Eddystone model 1917 rifle. I scored it for $600. There was also Ishapore Lee Enfield model 2A1 chambered in 7.62 Nato that I got for $350, and then I got another Israeli 7.62 Nato Mauser, and I got it for $550. So I know that the Israeli Mauser is not going to be completely numbers matching, which I don't expect it to be so because of the nature of those rifles. However, I'm hoping that the other two rifles are at least mostly matching, all of which stated that they had good bores. So without further ado, we're going to open it up and we're going to dive off into it. It did take them a while to ship. They did have I want to say it was like 500 firearms that they auctioned off. A very large number. I'm really hoping they don't pack their stuff in packing peanuts. So, pardon me, I'm referencing what they sent me off camera. And I have no idea what rifle's in here still. Alright, so we'll find out. Thank God they did not use packing peanuts. They definitely used some styrofoam. I'm trying to be as careful as possible here without making a huge mess. It is packed quite well. I'll give them that. And it's not packing peanuts, thank God. Wow, that is really in there. I don't know how in the world they got this thing in here, but they did. Well, I'm likely going to tear the whole box up just trying to get it out. Well, since I've ripped the end of the bubble wrap off, it looks like this is that Israeli K98. Once I can get it out of here. Give me just a second. I'm going to move this off camera because this is really hard to get out. So rather than make you guys suffer through 3 minutes of me unpacking this, I just sped this portion of the video up just to make the unpacking process a lot faster. Take a close look at this beautiful Israeli K98. Alright. So, right off the bat, I can tell you, I noticed this from the pictures when I bought it, that they had done something to the upper wood here. I knew the upper wood wasn't original, and it looks as though they've got some kind of brass shim in here. Other than that, reason I was really after this rifle was primarily for that nice IDF crest. That's the primary reason I wanted it. It looks as though it does have some pitting, which is to be expected, but I won't really know how much until I tear this down. But as I stated, primary reason for going after this one was because I wanted an Israeli K98 with that crest. I didn't get that on the one that I got from Hunter's Lodge. I merely got the one with the hyena markings, but let's take a close look at it. It looks as though this stock was possibly refinished at some point, but I'm not 100% certain. Looks like it is missing one of those lock screws. Actually, it's missing both of them, front and back. Of course, you know, there's not really much that's matching on this rifle. And like I stated, I don't really expect there to be much that's matching. Looks like there might have been some sort of, well, that's the back side of that spring. Let's take the bolt out. And I do want to look at the bore. And this has a beautiful, bright, shiny bore. As I stated, there might be some pitting here just below the wood line. I'm just not really certain until I take it out of the wood. And like I said, I do know that this upper handguard is, I don't know what's going on with that. It doesn't look original. That brass spacer definitely isn't original. But lucky for me, these stock sets can still be had. And even these upper handguard pieces. So that might be something I replace at some point. But for right now, you know, this will just be one of those rifles that is one of the projects on the back burner. But it does look relatively nice. The bore is very nice. That safety flag might need some adjusting. Yeah, it's a little tough. I know how to adjust them, thankfully. But there you have it. You can see that this one has Israeli markings right there on the side of the chamber, and it looks like JLD Enterprises, Farmington, Connecticut. I've never seen them import one of these, but this is an FN marked one that also has the IDF crest on it. And like I stated before, that's one I really have been wanting. So I'm really happy to get that, especially considering the price I paid. I want to say I think it was $550 for this one. Do I think it's worth it? Yes, I do, because of what's here. Not because of what's here, but because of what's here. So what I intend on doing is figuring out what's going on with this upper handguard, likely replacing it at some point to make it match, simply because, well, I'll just have to tear into it to see what's going on there. I'm just not really sure. That's kind of strange. I've never seen a upper handguard with a strip of brass in there as a spacer. I do know a lot of times on the old Mausers these do fit poorly, but you know, we'll find out. The crown doesn't appear to be nicked or anything. Like I stated, the rifling looks really good. Looks excellent. And this isn't like my other one, because my other one has that winter trigger, but there's something going on with that bolt release. It's got an issue. I don't really know what, but we'll take a look at it. It's not a deal killer. You know, something to tinker with for sure, and I definitely don't mind things like that. So there you have it. There is my IDF crested Israeli K98. And there's probably still some Waffen amps on here in different places, I'm sure. We're not going to go digging through them right now. It does look like this isn't, you know, in the wood really good. Looks like somebody's probably taken it apart recently. And that could have been at the auction house when they took a look at it or whatever, but anyway, definitely be some interesting work ahead for this one. So thanks guys for watching. Thanks for all my subscribers. You know, all the likes, all the shares, all the comments. I don't know how many of these were made with this IDF crest. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to insert some pictures so you can see this. Also insert pictures of the bore as well as whatever's going on with that funky handguard spacer. But all in all, it looks like it's in pretty good shape, other than a little bit of pitting going on, but that's not the end of the world, as long as it's not terribly deep. I may tear this down in another video so we can take a look at it under the wood line, and see if it's got any hidden issues that I don't know about. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and stay tuned for part 2 of this unboxing, where you'll get to see that Ishapore 2A1, as well as I've already forgotten the other rifle. Wow, that's pretty sad. Stand by. As well as my Eddystone model 1917. So anyway, there you have it guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, you guys have a great day.